Are we meeting for the first time?
Yeah, I think I've read the messages and few things on the group, but
Mm-hmm.
not like attended workshop. I always wanted to, but there's always been a time constant or something. So
Okay.
I don't. I was just checking my phone. And it was like live today. I said maybe I should just check.
Where are you based, Ankur?
Indore.
Indore. Okay.
Yeah. आप कहाँ से हैं?
मैं नोएडा.
Wow, must be very cold, huh?
I don't know.
It doesn't look like you're feeling cold, huh?
In there's a warmer going on in the room. So
Yeah, that's the reason. I'm
since
sure.
I have to take the session, so I have to ensure that I look good.
True, true, true. How many people are you expecting for today's session?
I don't know. It's all depends. So this for the first time, like I'm doing this session live and as a Q&A session focusing on personal and professional productivity. So, but anyway, it will pick up momentum as we proceed because as this is new for most people. That how NLP can be used to personal and professional productivity.
Hmm.
So you know what NLP is already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like using your words to program your mind. So like
Yes.
whatever challenges you're facing in your life, how to handle them in a way such that it works in your favor.
True.
Hi, good to see you, Kirti. Good to see you, Rajeshwari.
Hi,
Yeah,
sir.
that's joining.
Yeah, so people are joining from Chennai, Bangalore, Bokaro. Superb. All right, let's go ahead because it is going to be a very concentrated session. So since it's a Q&A session, we are open to ask your questions. And let's see how we can connect those challenges or those concerns with NLP and create a new way of living altogether, a very powerful way of living altogether. Yeah. So go ahead. Who would like to get started?
My question is if someone wants to start in any course,
Hmm.
so how he or she should create that courses, but what the
Okay.
initial stages and all, preparation of the
So,
course, which module means basically the module and all.
okay. So who is that someone?
Me.
Okay.
Me.
Nice.
Sorry.
Yeah. So it all depends on the person that what kind of course he or she wants to deliver, he or she wants to design, who is the right kind of audience. Rajeshwari, the topic that we started working on this NLP in action workshop is discover your life purpose. So discovering a life purpose is extremely important. And one question there, like there are 2-3 questions in that discover your life purpose. The most important one is that what I am supremely qualified to teach someone. So once you have a complete clarity on that, the next question is that who are those person who need this? Now this is applicable in any business. See, life is a business. Okay. And so if you design a product, the first thing comes is who needs that product. Maybe I'm good at designing a product, but I need those people who needs that product. If they don't need that product, then it's of no use. Even if I design a Mercedes Benz or a design a Maruti 800 or Tata Nano, I have to have customers, right? Every product has its customers. So you need to figure out who are those customers and do they really need it. Once it is there, then the next question is that how can I give it to them? And what happens when I give it to them? What they are going to experience in the process. So it's all about what I am supremely qualified to teach somebody and who are those people who need it. Now, it could be possible that I'm supremely qualified to teach A, but there are no takers for A. ऐसा हो नहीं सकता वैसे because there will be takers for A, but it is difficult for you to identify them unless you get into a massive marketing campaign through social media. However, what you can do, you can create a questionnaire kind of thing and ask people what they're looking for. One very simple question you can ask people. In fact, the purpose of this whole session is all about, since people will be asking questions, it's all about you to listen at what kind of question people are asking. Because whatever they're asking, everywhere there's an opportunity. Okay, so if you ask me why I am conducting this session, my fundamental purpose are two. Number one, to be a good listener, figure out what people are looking for. And number two, am I qualified enough to give them a solution? If the answer is yes, very good. If the answer is no, then I need to work on myself. I need to upskill and upscale myself to become that person. Because I want, since it's a free session, it should not be free for me. So it's like it's my investment of time, my investment of money, my investment of resources. So I must ensure that the time, money, effort, resource that I'm putting in, I must get something out of it. So getting something out of it, I have to prepare myself accordingly. And for that, I need to listen actively. Like if Rajeshwar is asking me that what a coach should prepare himself or herself to deliver her product. So that's a question which probably I can answer because I am already into that same business and I can answer from my experiences. And if that works for Rajeshwari, wow, nothing like that. That means I can do that. Yeah. So the first thing that all of you should do as you are in part of this whole session is to listen to the questions that people are asking. Exactly get to the concern that they have. And that is the reason why I kept the topic of this whole new game is personal and professional productivity. It's a P3. There was this P3 brand in innerwear. So this is a P3 brand for yourself. So personal and everybody is looking for this. This is fundamental to everyone. हर कोई पर्सनल एंड प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में प्रोडक्टिव होना चाहता है. ऐसा कोई है नहीं जो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहता. So naturally the questions will come from those viewpoints. So you have to be more a listener rather than just a simple attendant, a simple participant in these sessions. You are getting sense, right? So whatever I am seeking, you are also seeking the same thing. And incidentally, whatever you are seeking, that thing is also seeking you. You think about this, every product, there are so many multiple brands, multiple versions of the product is available. So many companies are building PCs nowadays. Even Jio is coming up with their own PC, own notebook. They have customers, right? There's so many, the car market is flooded with so many brands of cars, with so many models. Not all of them are making money. Imagine how Tata Motors came up over last 2-3 years. Tata was not into personal cars. They were not into cars at all. So what Tata did? In fact, there are many big brands which are sold only through Tata. Like Jaguar, if you want to buy a Jaguar car, you have to buy it from a Tata showroom. Yeah. So what they were basically doing, we're looking for what kind of people are looking for what kind of products, and am I able enough, I am capable enough to deliver it. उसके लिए मुझे क्या चाहिए, तो पहले पता करो लोगों को क्या चाहिए, and then you figure out what are the qualities you have, और उसको आप कैसे पैकेज कर सकते हो किसी और के लिए. The biggest learning that I had over last 2 years is all through one-on-one sessions. So I would strongly recommend you, Rajeshwari, to get started on one-on-one sessions. शुरू करो, छोटा छोटा से शुरू करो, and then you will find out, you discover that this is how human beings think, this is how most people think. And fundamentally what I discovered is everyone is looking for answer to only one question as far as development is concerned, and that is personal and professional productivity. If that question is answered, probably I can apply the same technology, same learnings into other areas of my life. Productivity is everything. Did you get the answer, or like at least you got something that this makes sense? Questions will keep on coming up. Let them come. All right. Good. Who is next? Yeah, so Ankur, you walked in first time. So
No, so I have been into training since last 15 years now. So I've done my PhD. I'm a soft skill trainer. So I've been working with a lot of corporates, both internationally and domestically, working with a lot of corporates. So basically, as such, I've been meeting like every week 300 new people around about, maybe more than that.
Okay.
So I'm sorted with a lot of things, but one thing which really takes me back these days is especially the youth. They're going through, I'll say, a lot of low points in life, which is, uh, it can be relationship, it can be friendship issues, it can be health issues. And I mean, when you hear their side of stories, that takes me backseat at times, that things are way difficult for them. And usually, as human being, you always carried away with them, momentum. I think that's psychologically it happens. तो कई बार होता है, but because the cycle is too fast for me, so the next day again I have to restart with new set of people. So I wanted to ask, is it right to hold emotions, or is it good enough? Because there are a lot of students who wants to get connected to you for way long time, and then there are people who try to ghost you also. That you listen to them, you give them solutions, and by the time you start getting attached to them, they want to do the ghosting thing. So as trainers, we always understand that this is the process and the psychology, but then how smartly one should handle this kind of situation is what I wanted to know. I don't know how much sense I'm making to you, but
Okay.
this is very genuine, which I have been going through with, because I've been training people for job placements. I've been doing counseling for subjective issues also. So my PhD is into personality development and soft skills.
Wow. Good.
So
So
Um, I mean, so we've started with an Insta page also, which is called the First Impression, and I'm doing a lot of stuff now. So, and I always prefer listening to new people, new horizons, new perspective, new ideology. So for me, what is important is learning at every stage, every single day, And that is what I was mentioning. I always wanted to attend one of the sessions, but it was not happening because of the time and whatever reasons. So today I thought, I just saw it, and although it's dinner for us, another 10, 15 minutes, then I said, okay, let me just at least have some word with you. Let me have that honor to at least interact with you.
okay, good. So you are in this for 15 years. I'm
Yeah.
hardly 2 years.
Oh,
But before, otherwise, see, I was into these kind of studies for almost more than 3 decades.
yeah, it must be,
It
I'm
was
sure.
just as a hobby, like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never thought about working on it on a professional way. Okay, so
Mm.
let me come to this. The question that you asked is very simple. Uh, if we look at from the perspective of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, one of the fundamental beliefs of excellence in neuro-linguistic programming says that people only have one resourceful state,
Mm-hmm.
but there is no shortage of resources.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what happens when you and I advise people? What happens? We are advising them from our own experiences based on the resources that you and I have access to.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whenever I'm giving a suggestion, when I'm giving an advice, whatever resources that I am using, the other person may not be having access to those resources.
Mm.
That's why most of the time these advices don't work.
Okay.
क्योंकि वो it appears to be ये तो वो मेरे को बता रहा है, उसको क्या पता कि मैं किस चीज से गुजर रहा हूँ.
Mm.
Now in NLP what we use a technique called chunking. Very simple. Chunking is all about asking relevant questions.
Mm.
So one set of chunking is all about getting to the source, that why this is important for you. Like if this issue gets addressed, what will happen with you? Like right now I'm not coaching with you. Okay, I'm not coaching you. I'm just telling you how it works. But we can go for a coaching session also. So asking the question such that that person actually derives that this is why it is important for me. And then you ask them what other way you can achieve it. Now this is what the chunking down option. So अभी दिख रहा था कि I have only one option कि अगर मैंने चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी पढ़ लिया है, for example, the only thing that I can do is something to do with accounts, right? Or say if I have done MBA in marketing, the only thing that I have to do is something to do with marketing. I'm talking about students
Yeah.
psychology, है
Yeah,
ना?
yeah.
अब जरूरी नहीं है कि तुम उसी के लिए बने हो. गलती से पढ़ लिया वो अलग बात
Hmm.
है ना. So like while I was attending, this is, I'm just giving one example. So I have two daughters, and when they were in their class 9 and class 10, so there were these counseling sessions in the school. Okay, what subject you should study after 10+2 or after 10,
Yeah.
है ना. तो वहाँ पे in one of the sessions, this is just happened in the first session with my elder daughter, and this was almost about 8-9 years ago. So वहाँ पे सारे career counselors बैठे थे stage पे, there were 4 of them, and they had their own presentations, whatever they had to say, and then there was this Q&A session. So children were asking about different professions कि यहाँ इसमें क्या possibility, उसमें क्या possibility, anything, उसके लिए क्या क्या करना चाहिए. Now after listening to some of these questions, I came up with a question. That's when I'm inviting all of you to listen to the questions that people are asking. So I asked them one simple question. This is the starting question. I said that if I want to become a career counselor, what is the option I have? How I can become a good career counselor? Is there any course? Is there any diploma degree available? Anywhere? The answer was no. Similarly, naturally, the next question was, then how can I become one? Like how do you become? You are talking about that you had this degree, that degree, but how you came into this career counseling? What prompted you? Then I asked them, what is the market penetration right now? They said not even 5%. So that means you don't need to study any of these subjects to become a career counselor. And after some time, my daughter said, पापा अगर कुछ नहीं होगा तो मैं कैरियर काउंसलर ही बन जाऊंगी, क्योंकि अभी तो लग रहा है इसी में पैसा है, यहीं पे लोग कम है, यहाँ पे भीड़ कम है, यहाँ पे कंपटीशन. So it all about, instead of I giving an advice, if I help the other person to connect to his own resources and he comes up with these options, वो अपना options देना शुरू करेगा. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And then you ask them, okay, now which one of these you want to choose?
True.
So again, if I use the perspective of NLP, it is a journey from confusion to clarity in all areas of life. और बीच में आता है curiosity. Like when somebody comes to you that I'm confused, कंफ्यूज का मतलब क्या है, उसको समझ में नहीं आ रहा करूं क्या, यही है ना कंफ्यूजन का मतलब. तो आप उसको पूछो, व्हाट आर यू क्यूरियस टू नो, व्हाट आर यू क्यूरियस टू नो. नाउ द मोमेंट यू आस्क दैट क्वेश्चन, when the other person is asking the question, this is what I am curious to know, you are moving towards clarity. कंफ्यूजन खत्म हो गया वहीं पे. कंफ्यूजन तो यही है कि मैं करूं क्या, तो क्या करना चाहते हो पहले वो बोलो. So and from there, once you take that person to the clarity zone, that person will automatically get connected to the resources that he or she already has. You can ask them, and what else is possible, and what other options are there. So ask questions so that they get connected to their own resources and your job is done. See, I consider that world's best coach is someone who is expert in asking relevant questions. No answers.
True.
Like had this been a coaching session, I would have asked you, Ankur, why this is important for you. Now Ankur is telling me why it is important for him. So whatever Ankur gives comes up with an answer. I'll ask on that answer, and then why this is important for you. For example, you said, I want to ensure that you start the whole conversation that with the point that people are going through low points.
They do, yes.
आपको लग रहा है वो लो पॉइंट है, उसके लिए लग रहा है मैं सही हूँ.
Yeah, perception differs.
Yeah, so it's your perception, but you can ask that person, right? अगर वो खुद बोलते हैं हाँ मैं लो फील कर रहा हूँ, तो आप उसको पूछो कि like what makes you feeling low, आपने ऐसा क्या किया या क्या नहीं किया, या क्या करने से you will start feeling better. How can you become a better version of yourself than you were yesterday? Who is your competition? So that person may say he is or she is my competition. Good. So what you want to achieve if that person is your competition? I want to become like that. Okay, where is the starting point? If you want to become, that starting point is here. So I have to calibrate where I am right now. Because even if you want to compete or be like that person, the competition is with yourself, not with him.
Yeah, that's what we say. True.
आप अपने ऊपर काम करो, एटॉमिक हैबिट्स.
Great, sir.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Good. Thank you so much for asking this wonderful question, Ankur. And well, I will follow your footsteps anyway.
Oh, sir, please. Yeah.
Good. So who would like to ask next? Anyway, can we have our photo shoot?
Oh, for that, I think
what
people
we
have
have
to
to
switch
do
on
is-
their cameras.
Yeah, everybody has to be on camera. Some people know me, some people don't know me. So you have to be on camera. You need to look at the screen, that how you look.
Yeah.
So make sure how you're looking on the screen, and then you need to look at the camera.
True.
So steps. Step one, look at the screen, how you are looking. Step two, look at the camera. When you look at the camera, keep your eyes wide open.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes wide open to ensure that you don't blink. And once your eyes are wide open, the next thing is we will count 1, 2, 3 together. We will freeze at 3 for a few seconds.
Yeah.
And I'll take the snapshot. All right. So here we go. Look at the camera, keep your eyes wide open, and let's count 1, 2, 3 together, and we will freeze at 3. So 1, 2, 3. Absolutely awesome. Okay. So next question. Next question. Who would like to ask next?
Sir,
Hi, Kirti. Good to see you. Good evening.
good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
Awesome. Top of the world.
Nothing, sir. Everything is going damn good after the first session. And actually, I'm planning to attend second session also. But still, due to some time issues, I can't able to. That 9 o'clock, I used to pick up my cousin. That one daily it's here and there it's getting delayed. And one doubt I have, sir, actually it's maybe a silly doubt, like maybe a silly question also.
All doubts are silly. So go
Yeah.
ahead.
क्या मतलब like I'm into like service of like servicing industry, like stock market advisor, like trading advisor and everything. And also our profit will be 99%. Whatever we taken from the client now, 99% we will goes to us only. There will be no expense. Like it's not like a product. Like if I sell a one mobile means 60% goes to material cost, 40% profit. But हमारा service में full 99% भी हमारा आ जाता है. There will be no expenses. Expense will be there only 1 or 2%. That's it. Generally, what happens, like friends and relatives now, whenever I post in a Instagram or like WhatsApp status, anything now, I'll be getting messages from friends and relatives, like buy a stock there though. Like I'll be writing like a SIP for a year, like like just for all other clients, because the 300 to 400 clients will be there. Now I can't connect to each client. That's why I put it in WhatsApp status. Like I'm investing in tomorrow in one pharma industry. I'm expecting returns, capital double within a 3 months or 6 months. Like that. Suddenly I will get certain messages from my own cousins and very much near friends, like Kirti, give me that stock name, like that question mark. That time it will be very uncomfortable to give, like it will be charges. I'll be fixing some charges like 3,000 or 2,000 or 1,000, which I may be. If clients ask, generally clients will ask, sir, charges kitna hai? When relatives and friends will be like, oh, they will ask, oh, stock ka name hi पूछ लेगा. उस टाइम में I get to ask charges like कैसे पूछो, like something थोड़ा मेरे को uncomfortable होता है वो प्राइस लोगों को बोलने के लिए. If I tell the price also, they will not reply it. Like वो थोड़ा बाद में सभी whenever I meet them ना, वो रैपो नहीं रहता है. Like that. See, for example, I can take like वो एक friends का पास में वो रैपो नहीं रहता है. Even sometimes they will ask money also, friends. Very little money they will ask, like $2,000 or 3,000 or something, small amount. If I give, it will not come to me. I can't tell I don't have money also. I like पैसे रखन में वो झूठ भी नहीं बोल सकता. बैंक में
What is your
रहेगा.
question? What is your question? Question
The
क्या है?
question ऐसे sir, how to avoid that situation?
About what situation?
Like कोई पैसा पूछा तो like
They are
नहीं
asking you for your fees?
not fees. Just
Okay.
simply also they will ask sometimes, friends. In their mentality, he is earning good ना, we will थोड़ा help करने के लिए बोल सकते हैं वैसे. Like that.
So you want to say that when people ask some money from you, what you should do?
I should, if I tell no means the relationship वो इतना अच्छा नहीं रहता है.
क्या फायदा ऐसा रिलेशनशिप रखने का? What is the importance to keep these relationships? क्या काम में आने वाला है?
काम में नहीं, वैसे नहीं है सर. थोड़ा वैसे सभी पैसे में सभी रिलेशनशिप चला गया तो अच्छा भी नहीं लगता है ना.
क्या से जाएगा रिलेशनशिप ना बोलने से?
They
वो
will
पूछ रहा है
tell.
कैन यू, आप बोलोगे नो.
Okay.
तो
थोड़ा इन
घुमा
लोग
फिरा के
को
बोलने की जरूरत नहीं. घुमा फिरा के बोलने की कोई जरूरत है? डू यू थिंक दैट यू नीड इट?
they will tell you can't help a small help also. They will वो
No.
ऐसे बोले.
No. Why should I? I only understand investment. So if I give you 100 rupees, what I am going to get out of it? How many times you are going to ask money from me? सिंपल क्वेश्चन पूछना है. कितनी बार मांगोगे बोलो. नंबर्स पूछा, बता दो. वो बोलेगा 2 बार मांगूंगा. चलो ठीक है, 2 बार कितना कितना मांगूंगा? 1000 मांगोगे. चलो ठीक है, 2 बार 1000 मैं तुम्हें दे भी दिया. मुझे उसमें क्या फायदा है? हाउ आई एम गोइंग टू गेट बेनिफिट? व्हाई डोंट यू फॉलो द सेम प्रोसेस दैट आई फॉलोड? मुझे पैसा कहाँ से मिल रहा है? आई एम रेडी टू टीच यू. आर यू विलिंग टू लर्न?
लाइक स्टॉक का नाम पूछेगा उस टाइम भी मैं जनरली आई विल टेल नो नो भाई तुमको ये सूट नहीं होता है, यू गो फॉर म्यूचुअल
वंस,
फंड.
एक बार दो. अब
ओके.
उससे वो पैसा कमा रहा है तो ही सपोज टू पे यू मनी. बोलो मैं तुम्हें एक स्टॉक दे रहा हूँ, अभी दे रहा हूँ, कमाओ. कमाने के बाद मुझे पता, तुम्हें पता चलेगा तुम कमा सकते हो, तो अगला स्टॉक लेने के लिए मेरे को पैसा देना पड़ेगा. सी नेवर कीर्ति, वन थिंग that most of advisors do is when they are in the service industry, they think that they are getting whatever they are getting paid for is all profit, and उसमें मेरा कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट खास है ही नहीं. 1% 2% इन्वेस्टमेंट है और बाकी पूरा मेरा प्रॉफिट है. ऐसा नहीं होता. It's not that. It looks like that, but the time that you're putting in, the energy that you're putting in, they all go into it.
Yes, sir.
Number one. Number two is that you discover your relationship with money. Your relationship with money and your relationship with people should not be same. दोनों को मिला मत, मतलब don't mix them up.
Okay.
Don't mix them up. Your relationship with money will be absolutely independent of your relationship with people. And imagine, always remember this, whenever you are giving some money to somebody, it is as good as you are investing in that stock. उससे आपको क्या रिटर्न मिलने वाला है? अगर उससे आपको कुछ रिटर्न मिलने वाला नहीं है, will you still invest in that stock?
No.
स्टॉप लॉस लगा दो. See, people who invest in the stock market, वहां से बहुत कुछ सीखने के लिए है. Like I can take a whole training on stock market investment, which is purely psychological. The stock market is purely psychological. It's a game of psychology. Nothing. It's not a game of money. It's a game of psychology. Whenever there is a stock, somebody is selling and somebody is buying, a transaction has to happen. The question is on which side of the transaction you are, that is going to decide whether you are going to make money or not. Same with life.
Yes, sir.
If you are investing in some relationship, you have to be absolutely clear उस relationship में आपको मिल क्या रहा है. अगर आप देते ही रहेगा, अगर आपसे मिल नहीं रहा है, then you cannot continue it for a longer duration. It's a waste of your time. The only time that you have is from right now till you go to bed tonight, period.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Yeah, makes sense?
Yes, sir.
See, apply whatever you are learning and you come up with the questions. कि मैंने ऐसा किया, मैंने ऐसा करता हूँ, देखता हूँ क्या होता है. Let me see what happens. Whatever happens, you come back. Next session. Because I am going to have this session every Thursday, 8 p.m. for 45 minutes. And this will be all Q&A session. There is no training here. It's purely Q&A. And the focus is only on personal and professional productivity. That's it. The objective is to ensure that my personal productivity and my professional productivity are in sync. They are resonating. You know, there is a famous saying which is going on in the industry nowadays. वो बोलते हैं work-life balance. है ना? There's nothing called work-life balance according to me. Balance किस चीज का balance है? Balance of what? If you ask that work-life balance, what kind of balance you are talking about? Balance of what? And often that answer comes is probably it's time. That when I am devoting my time, energy, and money to work, I am unable to do it for my family. Or when I am doing this way, I am unable to do it for my job. Well, you cannot do this because there is no question of balance arise here. Balance वहाँ पे आ ही नहीं सकता because they are two different things. What is important is what needs your attention, where you are investing your attention, where you are investing your emotion, where you are investing your time. That matters. Time की बात छोड़ ही दो. You only focus on your emotions, your thoughts, your attention, your energy. आप कहाँ लगा रहे हो और उसके बदले में आपको क्या मिल रहा है? What बदले में मिल रहा है? Whether is that is what you want? If the answer is yes, it's okay. If the answer is no, stop loss. Think, okay, put it for next day. कल इसके बारे में सोचेंगे. I'll pay attention to this tomorrow. आज के लिए छोड़ दे. आज के लिए तो कम से खुश रहते हैं. कल देखा. Possible?
Yes, sir.
Good. Thank you. Any more questions? We still have 9 minutes. Pallavi.
Good evening, sir. I
Very
have
good
not,
evening.
yeah, not planned any questions right now.
All right. So what made you join the session?
Just to have insight from listening.
Okay. And what kind of insights you're looking for?
Uh, uh, just whatever universe has something new to give me.
Okay. And so what did you collect so far? What kind of insights did you collect so far?
Sir, Ankur ji ka question I found interesting. अंकुर ही नाम था ना, क्या था नाम?
So what is interesting about that?
उन्होंने जो बोला कि हाउ, मतलब जो द वंडरफुली यू आंसर्ड कि हाउ टू say when somebody is asking me for the little fun and whether I should go for, आपने कहा कि इस फ्रेंडशिप को रखने से क्या फायदा है if you're not that thing admired me a lot. Yes, even I have the same opinion. मतलब I resonate very much कि if I'm not gaining anything from the, why to burden myself with the relationship that is not any good to me.
Do you have such relationships in life?
नहीं sir, I was already wise.
Wow. So gifted. Super.
But
So,
yeah,
want to say something?
yeah, but whatever happens, my think, matlab, the way you say, no, always that if you have orange, if you're orange, then orange juice has to be come out. So I try to see what if somebody hurts me, then I try to judge like this, ki why am I hurting, matlab. So I try to correct myself rather than making
Hmm.
other
Nobody
correct.
hurts you. They only say something. You hurt
Yeah,
yourself.
I hurt because of my nature. Yeah,
Yes. My interpretation, my meaning making.
yeah.
In NLP, we have something called M3. Like this device inside this skull. इसका एक प्यारा सा नाम है, उसका नाम है M3 or 3M,
Yeah.
whatever you say. And that 3M is meaning making machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. This also reminded me one thing that you keep saying now and then, to be mindful. So with triple M, I just reminded of mindfulness. If we apply mindfulness in every situation, then maybe I would be much jolly and happy person and contented person.
Very true. Very true. Very true. And let me tell you a secret. Though NLP calls this machine as a meaning making machine, but if you look around, if you look around, if you look around carefully, you will discover that it's not a meaning making machine. It's something even a deeper thing. And that deeper thing is it's a misery manufacturing machine.
Yeah. This, see, sir, there's so much to take from you. That other day I learned the meaning of MBA now. Uh,
So this is a misery manufacturing machine.
yeah.
Most people, they always like they are mostly looking for things to happen in their life so that they can be someone. And that's why though they are having so many things to be appreciative about, to be grateful for, they look for things which they don't have. This world, if you look around, it's full of misery making machines, misery manufacturing machines. Out of anything, they will manufacture a misery out of it. So when you laugh at somebody or smile at somebody, sometimes they wait for some time before they smile back. Sometimes they don't even smile back. They'll just look around, look at you with like what happened? Why this person is smiling at me?
So that happened when the day you asked us na, to greet three persons in one of your NLP sessions.
Hmm.
And ask them how do you do something like that. That activity, you must be remembering better, sir. The same response we get out of comfort zone, sir. Yeah.
Out of comfort zone.
Yeah, activity, one of the activity in the comfort zone. Yeah. Correct. That I can resonate this thing with that activity very much. Yeah. I'm enjoying
Absolutely.
the session, sir. And I will continue to join them.
Yeah, and get more people here because this is going to be a wonderful series of sessions. I promise you.
राजेश्वरी जी आपको कुछ बोल रहे हैं सर? 5 मिनट में सेशन बंद करने वाले.
2 minutes में 43 is, I will just close it at 45.
Just I wanted to know how to do one-to-one. Pinaki said how I should start.
See, what you can do, the way that I do is that I invite people for a one-on-one conversation. And I tell them that let's see if we could come up with something interesting.
Okay.
And if that helps you, then we can go ahead with a paid session.
Okay.
So normally what happens that often I tell them that ऐसा करते हैं कि पहला session ही अपना ऐसा हो so that you don't need to come to my paid session. तो उससे
Yes.
क्या होता है वो बंदा बहुत कंफर्टेबल फील करता है. उसको लगता है कि अच्छा then and then I tell them that you prepare yourself, you take a week's time, write down all the questions for the answers that you're looking for, so that you can make best use of this 30 to 45 minutes. So वो बहुत कंफर्टेबल फील करता है, पूरी तैयारी के साथ आता है, और जब बंदा पूरी तैयारी के साथ आता है, chances are very high that they will continue with a professional conversation series also.
Okay.
क्योंकि उसको वैल्यू मिलता है ना, वो द बंदा without taking any money, if this person is giving me so much of good information, good vibes, which is working in my favor, why not? So that one session has to be extremely valuable, so that the value that you're adding to that person's life, it should be something that he or she will come back to you again. And next time when he or she comes back to you, then you have an opportunity to charge. And don't go for a single session. Like when you go for a professional session where you are getting paid, उसमें कम से कम 3 सेशन होना चाहिए. I prefer 5 sessions once a week. So over a period of 5 weeks, basically we connect over 29 days. 4 week का हो गया और 5th week का पहला दिन ही होता है. So it's basically a 29-day program, a 1-month program. And it is purely and purely connected to you. Like you get an access to connect to your own resources. Okay. So let's close the session and have a great time.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a great day. Make your day amazing.
Absolutely. Make your evening amazing. Super, Pallavi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Mm.